Mr. Hanson at Mr. Hanson at Mr. Hanson 414. That get that out of the way now. How you doing, Hansonators? We're rolling. It's December 3rd, something like that. And we've been talking about creating and writing equations. So that's all it's going to be about. It's writing equations. So let's hop right to it. There's our standards we're looking at. Let me get rid of that. Let's get to it. So you should have already watched my two-step word problem video. If you haven't, go back and watch that one. That one gives you some notes, kind of gets you into this. And now we're kind of trying to get into a little more real life problems. So let's hop right to it. So this is outdated just a bit because y'all know me. I talk about gaming and I really do want to play some more than I do, but I just don't. Too much going on. But I did really enjoy playing Fortnitemares last year. I didn't like playing Fortnitemares that much this year. So in Fortnitemares, you destroy these little cube monster zombie looking things, and honestly, that was pretty fun. So I had destroyed 37 in the match, and I decided that I was just going to work on killing these cube monsters. So I wanted to kill as many as I can, and I made the assumption, because in math and in life, you have to make assumptions. So I assumed that I could take out 8 per minute. Question, because I got other things to do. How many minutes would the match last if I ended up with 113 cube monsters destroyed? So just like before, guys, ask yourself, what do I know? What don't I know? What are we trying to answer? And what do I do to make that happen? So clearly the question is, how many minutes did the match last if he ended up with 113 cube monsters destroyed? Looking at all this, I don't know anything about that. That's my unknown. So I need a variable, and it can be m in this case. Number of minutes the match lasted. Always define your variable. If you just throw a random letter in your equation, I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you don't even know what you're talking about. So prove to me that you do by defining number of minutes, match lasted. The Fortnite games don't have to be lasting forever. And then I'd be like, oh, one more match. We got something to do. Get myself in trouble. So I already destroyed 37. Write that down. 8 monsters per minute. Per is an amazing word. It's how you figure out a whole lot of stuff. So if you want to know per, plus 8 monsters per minute. Why did I know I could put the letter there? Well, 8 times m is 8 monsters per minute. That's rate of change. So that's the logic there. Every equation in the world has an equal sign. Every equation in the world has a left side and a right side. So if I put that in there and I put that in there, what's left? Well, I just have 113 because that's how many monsters were destroyed in total. That is how you write this two-step equation. You have taken this verbal description and turned it into a math problem. It's pretty cool, right? Let's solve it. Let's figure out how many monsters. See, M words got me confused. How many minutes this match lasted. Subtract 37 on both sides using the subtraction property of equality. Let's throw this over there. 113 minus 37. If I take away 7, I'm going to get 106. If I take away 30, I get 76. It's mental math. Big brain. Divide by 8. Ooh, this ain't going to be clean. Better cook, you better clean. If we would do 8 times 10 is 80, so it's not 10. 9 times 8 is 72, so it's 9, and then 4 is... There's 4 left over. 4 divided by 8 is half. So 9.5 minutes. 9 minutes and 30 seconds would be the answer to the problem. If you have any questions about what I just did, let me know. And also, let me know your favorite mode of playing Fortnite. Some people be trying to challenge me to 1v1s. Honestly, I haven't 1v1 nobody since like Modern Warfare 2 at Rust days. And I ain't that good at it. So we could do it, but you beat me. We're going to skip around a little bit. Alright. So, shout out to Leah, my daughter's dog tree business. You can find her on Facebook and Instagram. You can see down there. So, I don't know about you guys, but I require my daughter to hustle a little bit. I'm not going to give her everything because when she's older, she's not going to be given everything. So, she's got to work when she wants things in excess. So, she started a little dog tree business in the summer, and she was selling masks and bandanas and stuff. It was pretty legit. I got a ton of those tie-dye masks. That's what I wear usually out in the wild. Anyway, so she's she loves dogs. We don't have a dog, but like grandma has dogs, and family members have dogs, and neighbors have dogs. She has a cat. And she likes baking, so perfect match, right? So she's making dog treats, and she does sell them for $5 a bag. She took a break for a while after summer. with school starting and everything, but now she wants to make some money for Christmas gifts, and she wants to make $175 because she likes buying people gifts, but she also wants this, like, she wants a love sack. That's never going to happen. But she wants a beanbag. It's kind of expensive, so I told her we'll go half. So she asked how many bags that she needs to sell to make that happen. And before she can make the treat, she has like some of the supplies, but she needs to get her ingredients. And that she makes gluten-free, very healthy treats. So that's information. So just like any business person, you should have a business plan and understand your costs and understand your need to make profit. So we're going to have, revenue. We're going to take away expenses. And we're going to get that profit. Money. So what do we know? We know that she sells $5 per bag. We know how much she wants to make. We don't know how many bags she needs to sell, and we know how much she spent. So first, let's get this variable defined. And I'll use B. B equals number of bags. That's how many bags she needs to sell. So that's taken care of. We're going to figure that out. And now we need to set this up. What's our revenue? Revenue is total money brought in. Currently, we don't know that, but how can she make the money? Well, she's going to make the money by selling dog treat bags, and she's going to sell the bags at $5 each. And how many bags? We don't know yet, and that's where the variable comes in. So 5 times B minus her expenses. Expenses are costs, supplies, labor, insurance, all these things. Any business that you run is going to have expenses. You got to spend money to make money. Don't be afraid to spend money to make money, please. And she spends $37, and when you spend money, it's going out of your pocket. It's getting taken out of your bank account, so it's subtraction. It's negative. Profit. What does she want? Well, she wants to make $175. If she wanted more, there you go. Now, some business people may actually write this equation out. Some may not. But the logic lasts. I know a ton of people that have had businesses of various sorts. They make a bunch of revenue, but their expenses are stupid high that they don't even realize how high they are, that their profits are actually small. But they'll be like, yeah, I'm balling, man. I made $1,000 last week. And then I'd be like, okay, how much did you pay for labor? What does your supplies cost? What are you paying for insurance? How much gas does it cost to run your equipment? What about when your equipment breaks? Are you factoring and buying another one? And most people don't think those things through, and you need to. So there we go. There's our equation. Hopefully you got something the same. Again, as we're doing these guys, all my videos, pause and try yourself first. Let's solve. We subtract 37, so we need to add 37 on both sides. Shout out T. I know you're probably going to watch this. Thank you for being in my problem. Add 37 to both sides. We're going to add 30. That gets me to 205. Add 7. That gets me to 212. All right. I can divide now because it's $5 per bag. Divide by 5 to find how many bags. Well, B is going to equal 40 is 200. 2 more is 10. So 42. And then 2 divided by 5 is 0.4 or 2/5. So she's got to sell 42.4 bags, right? That's a no. Because you can't sell 0.4 of a bag. You can't go to Taco Bell and be like, let me get 0.4 of a Frigsy or 0.4 of a Cinnamon Twist or 0.4 of a cheesy bean and rice burrito made fresco no sauce. That's my order, in case you're wondering. So she's got to sell 42 or 43. If she sells 42, you can do 42 times 5, plug it back in, to see how much money she'll make. She'll end up short. She'll end up at 210. So she's got to sell at least 43, because that's going to put her over, but it's going to cover her costs and get her the money she wants. So if she sells anything in excess of 43, she's profiting. So I challenge you guys, find a little hustle. Make yourself a little money. Let's do another one. Star Wars. You guys know I love Star Wars, and if you don't, now you do. Baby Yoda the child. I'm not going to go any further because I don't know if people have watched the new episode, so I don't want to spoil nothing. But Baby Yoda's growing. He needs to eat. We watch Mandalorian all the time. He's already ate 3 frogs that contain 160 calories each. He needs to eat at least 1,400. Now, keep in mind, I could write this as an inequality problem. We're not there yet, so we'll keep this at equation. But if you're like, oh, I think I could write this differently, you're right. You could. Here's the question, and sometimes the question is given to you and sometimes it's not. I'm going to work on giving you guys a little more open-ended ones because it's cool when you have to figure out the question yourself. If each cup of soup, he's out there sipping his tea, he drinks contains 240 calories, how many cups should he drink? Because, you got to eat. Y'all got to eat. Make sure you're eating healthy. So what do we know? What is the total? Well, every equation has a left side or right side equal sign. We know in total we want at least 1,400 calories, so I'm put 1,400. Now, could it go over? At least means yes, it could go over. He's already ate 3 frogs But we know how many calories those have, and that's 160. So 3 times 160 plus soup, plus cups of soup. Do we know anything about the cups of soup? Well, we know that they have 240 calories. Do we know how many? Hopefully we don't. That's what you said. So we put C. C equals cups of soup, or you could use S or whatever, but that is the unknown. That is the variable, which is why we're using C to represent the number of cups of soup that he's going to have. So that's going to go next to the 240 because it's 240 per cup. Now, this is the equation. This is what I'm here to teach you guys today, but we want to figure out the answer. So let's do the math. We get 480 plus 240C equals 1400. Please make sure that you understand where each of these terms are coming from. That's the whole purpose of this, is for you to know each term, what it represents, where it comes from, how to use it. Now let's just solve the two-step. Hit that little two-step. I know you guys can do this, and if not, I got a plethora of videos. Go back and watch them. Subtract 40 on both sides. Subtraction property of equality. 240C equals 920. Divide by 240. Use black. I think you. Oh, use pink. I think you guys will be able to see pink. That makes. Let's go down here. C. Well, let's not use pink. Let's use black. C. So the number of cups is equal to 240. Goes into 920 how many times? Well, 250 goes into 1,000 4 times. So I think this is going to be less than 4 because that's not 960. So it's going to be 3 something. 240. I don't want to hurt my brain. Use the calculator. Use the first. 920 divided by 240. Some teachers that always told me I wouldn't have a calculator everywhere. 3.8333 repeating. So what does that mean in the context of this problem? Because you're not going to run around and be like, hey, you, go eat 3.833 repeating cups of soup. What does that mean? He's a baby. He don't know what you're talking about. Well, he might. He's probably pretty smart. So we need to be smart. Now, if you want to be safe, just say feed the kid 4 cups of soup, and if he doesn't eat all the last one, that's fine. Or you could say eat 3.84 cups of soup. Now, cups have, this is bonus math now, cups have 8 ounces. So you could take 8 ounces, times it by 0.84, which I'll do in the calculator. It's going to be like 0.6 something. Or 6 point something. 6.72. So you could say, hey, Baby Yoda, go eat 3 cups of soup and 6.72 ounces. So if you want to get precise, or you could say 7 ounces. It's up to you. It depends. You know, everything we do requires different levels of precision. But that is how you would do it. So I'll continue to make more videos of this. I promise. This is about 12 minutes. I don't like making videos much longer than that. So I'll come back with some more complicated ones. These are mostly 2 steps. So now you've got 2 examples on my channel alone. Have a game plan. Make sense of it. Ask yourself when you're done, does the answer make sense? As always, guys, thanks for being here at Mr. Anson 414. I'll see you next time. See you later. You will subscribe. You will come back again. We'll share this channel with everyone else.